Yeah, the government shut down, but you don't have to. Hey guys, it's Cristin. Welcome back to Shutdown Not Shaken, where we're finding calm and clarity in the midst of uncertainty. This mini-series is all about exploring what it looks like to live, lead, and work with ease when life feels unpredictable. Today's episode is all about learning to receive support. And listen, I didn't realize how hard that was for me until I was forced to slow down. Have you ever noticed how quickly "I got it" rolls off your tongue? Somebody asks you if you need help, and before they even finish the sentence, you say, "Nah, I'm good." But are you? So yeah, I used to think that independence was strength, that handling everything on my own was proof that I could handle anything. But here's the truth. If you have to sit with it, refusing support isn't strength. It's self-protection. It's a false sense of control. And for some of us, it has been a survival tactic. We learned early, from family, from work, from the world, that needing help made us look weak or unprepared. Especially as Black women, we're praised for being resilient, for being the ones who figure it out. But what happens when the strength becomes a wall instead of a shield? So about 10 years ago, I was a participant in an experiential coaching program. And a big part of my work was learning to receive, and receiving as an act of leadership. Because up until that point, I thought leadership was about doing everything myself. But I learned it's about allowing yourself to be in relationship with others, to co-create, to trust, to ask. Support doesn't always look like someone swooping in to fix it. Sometimes it's a friend sending you a meal. Sometimes it's a coworker saying, "I've got this part, you can go rest." Sometimes it's letting your kids see that you're tired and modeling that it's okay to pause. Receiving support can look like saying yes to rest, yes to help, yes to not knowing. And that is something that I've had to learn not in theory, but in practice. When the government shut down, I had a choice. I could spiral or I could soften. And what I realized was that people really want to show up for me. Friends checking in, family offering to help with the twins, even my community online, sending encouragement, sharing resources. And I had to ask myself, why is it easier to give than to receive? And here's what I've come up with. Sometimes receiving requires more faith than giving does. It means trusting that the people around you want to help. It means believing you're worthy of being cared for, not because you've earned it, but because you exist. That's a radical mindset shift for those of us who grew up believing our value was in what we do, not in who we are. So online, I've seen a lot of chatter about the difference between capability and capacity. Capacity is not just about doing more, it's about allowing more peace, more rest, more support. When you learn to receive, you create space for reciprocity. You give others the chance to love you in the ways they've been trying to. You model what interdependence looks like, especially for our children, our teams, and the women coming up behind us. And it's not weakness, it's wisdom. For many of us, there's also a cultural story tied to this. Maybe we grew up watching our mothers and grandmothers hold it all together, no matter what. They didn't always have the luxury of support, so we inherited their endurance. But we can honor their resilience and evolve from it. We can say, "Thank you for teaching me how to survive. Now, I'm learning how to thrive." Because support isn't a sign of lack, it's a sign of community. And community is what sustains us when the systems around us fail. So I want to leave you with a few reflection questions to help you think about your relationship with support. When was the last time someone offered you help? Did you accept it? Why or why not? What would it look like to receive support without guilt or explanation? How do you want people to feel when you offer them help? And can you allow yourself to feel the same way when the roles are reversed? Learning to receive support is an act of self-trust. It's saying, I am worthy of care, even when I'm not producing. It's allowing life to meet you halfway. So today, if someone offers to help, try saying yes, even if it feels small. Because every yes is a quiet rebellion against the lie that you have to carry everything alone. Thank you for sharing space with me today. And remember, the government shut down, but you don't have to. And if it's still shut down, I will see you tomorrow.